What's up, everybody? We're flying through these cranes with the AH-64 just because I've never done it before. And I didn't figure this out until after I flew through here, but I just hooked up the Sim Gears ICP and was doing some programming in it, and I didn't realize that it had like automatically assigned some roll function to one of the buttons. So every once in a while you'll see the helicopter roll a little bit. I wound up fixing that, but I know I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy lately. Some of you don't care that I've been posting a lot of videos of that. I like the game. It's been a while since I played a game like that, and it's not what my channel's all about, but I like the fact that I can record stuff and kind of capture it this time, because last time I played games like that I just wasn't able to do it. But the main purpose of this video, other than just flying around and having fun, is to let you know that I still do DCS, and I will come back to making DCS videos more frequently in the future. I'm just kind of taking a break from it. And I also wanted to talk about how lucky we have it in the DCS community. I've been seeing some various posts on Facebook and other places out in the community, and I know most of the DCS community understands how good we have it, but there are a lot of people that just complain constantly about bugs and about the development process and the quality of the modules and all kinds of stuff. And I know that Eagle Dynamics has some issues, and we don't all agree on what those issues are, but I think all of us kind of have some things that we would prefer Eagle Dynamics did differently. And I know that there are some things in DCS that it would be nice if they were fixed. But honestly, I'm a little frustrated with some of the comments that I'm seeing about about like how Eagle Dynamics doesn't care and how buggy DCS is, and I just have to assume that those people aren't playing any other games. I bought the new Modern Warfare 2, the new sucky one, not the old average one. And the only reason I bought it was because it has crossplay, and my little brother just really loves playing those on Xbox, and so I thought, you know what, since it's got crossplay, I'll join him. It'll be fun, and it's been fun. We've had some good times, but it's not the game that I thought it was going to be. It's actually a terrible game in so many ways, and it's just riddled with bugs, absolutely riddled with bugs. All of the modern Call of Duty games are riddled with bugs. I know of people who paid $70 for Modern Warfare 2, and they can't even play it. It crashes every time they try to play it, and Infinity Ward or Activision or whoever's kind of in charge of that stuff really doesn't seem like they've done much to fix it. They're pushing out DLC, and they're pushing out stuff for Warzone, and they keep changing up the interface. The interface is really crazy. It doesn't make any sense, and it's not very logical, and it's really buggy, and they keep changing that up. And I mean, it's just, I've got a lot of complaints about Modern Warfare 2. I've had a lot of complaints about some games that I've really enjoyed over the years. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar games, they're usually really good games that are poorly implemented. And there's a lot of memes out on the internet about how Rockstar hates their customers, and I honestly believe that they do. I honestly believe that their goal is to milk as much money out of you as they possibly can, and if you're not going to buy their in-game currency with your real money, they don't even care if you play their game. That's the way. That's my personal opinion about how Rockstar views their customer base. I don't know if it's true or not, but their games aren't as buggy in my experience on PC as the Modern Warfare 2 has been for me, but they're still pretty buggy. Very long load times. It's difficult to get in games with your friends. Sometimes it doesn't really work. It's a mess. All those games are kind of, and I know that they're complicated games. They're more complex than games used to be, and things like that. So I want to give them some grace as well. And I do want to say that in some ways that they do good things sometimes with their games. There's some good aspects to those games. But all of that is to say that if you've played any other modern game, and if you understand, a small percentage of how complex DCS is with all these different modules that are simulating real systems so that the head tracking and clickable cockpits actually make sense and actually have a purpose. If you understand one tiny little percentage of how complicated all of that is, I think you'll understand um, that we have it pretty good. I play strictly the open beta. I do not play stable or standalone, stable, I guess you would call it, DCS. It's only open beta for me. And there are some frustrations and headaches that I run into. I don't think they're any different on stable. I think the same frustrations and headaches are there. Every single time I've had crashing in um, open beta, it's been because of the mods I was running. I go in and I clean out some mod files and it works just fine. You know, there's some little headaches like you just saw the track IR input. Sometimes it'll get wonky. Um, you know, that's some other issues that may not exactly be DCS related, but I think there are some things that DCS could do to make that a little bit less problematic for me. Obviously, there are some performance issues that they're working on that we should have improvements to very soon. And I know a lot of people will say, like, oh, yeah, well, it only took them 20 years, you know, whatever. You know, I understand the frustration there, but I also understand that we have a very good looking game that performs fairly well for most people that are playing it. And it has a high degree of modeling going on where it really matters, for the most part. But yeah, like DCS for me has been relatively bug free since 2013. I've been playing this for a little over 10 years, and it's been mostly enjoyable. There are not a lot of games out there that I've played for that long, and there are certainly not a lot of modern games out there that I've played with the limited number of bugs that I've had or seen in DCS. There are bugs, yes, but Eagle Dynamics does care. They're in a bit of a niche market. It's a difficult market because most people, I know a lot of people who love fighter jets, they love aircraft, they love the idea of flying. They are not going to put in the time and effort and honestly the financial investment that it's going to take to play DCS. They don't want to. I have friends come over to my house and they'll kind of like fly it for 10 minutes, but it's an overload for them. These are people who like video games, like military aircraft. They love this stuff, but they sit down at my desk and they start playing around with the controls and they're like, that's cool, but I'm gonna go over here and play Call of Duty. You know, most people don't want to play this game, and Eagle Dynamics, they're just in a niche market, and it's a difficult business model to run, I'm sure. But I think that they do a fairly good job, and we are lucky to have DCS. I want to drive that point home. So, with that being said, I'm going to shut up now. Thank you for watching, and happy flying.